this beginning. The Bell problem is which graph represents the solution of the inequality y greater than or equal to 2, the absolute value of x minus 1 minus 2. So if you first notice, our inequality is less than or equal to, so we can already eliminate b and d since they are dash lines. Remember, if it is equal to, you have a solid line. Next, since it is greater than, always know that shading on the inside of our absolute value when it's opened up will give us a greater than. If it's underneath, like A, it'll be less than, so our answer is C. We will be doing 3.1 today, solving systems using tables and graph. By the end of today and tomorrow, we'll be able to solve a linear system using a graph or a table. First, a couple of vocab words. Number 1, system of equations. A set of two or more equations. So for example, we're going to have two equations. Remember, equations have variables and numbers and equal to signs. So say we had 2x plus y equals 6 and 3x minus y equals 10. Now these are just two random equations, but remember a system has at least two, if not more, equations. Number 2, solution of a system. Set of values for the variables that makes all of the equations true. So our solution is going to be in the form of an ordered pair. Since we only have two variables, it will be an ordered pair. We have x and y. Remember to put your comma in between your two numbers and parentheses. Our next vocab word is consistent system. It means it has at least one solution. Then moving on to our others, we have inconsistent system, which has no solution. Independent has one solution, and dependent has infinitely many solutions. To be dependent and have infinitely many, that means we'll have the same line, meaning same slope, same y-intercept. So for this one, we have to figure out the solution of our system. If you notice, we have two equations here, and we're going to solve this by graphing. So in order to graph these, you first have to solve both equations out for y. So I'll give you some time to do that. Remember, you have to get y on one side, x on the other. So I'm going to number our equations 1 and 2. Once you solve out equation 1, you will get y equals y equals 3 halves x plus 4. And solving out equation 2, we will have y equals negative 1/2 x minus 4. Okay, and then we need to graph. Remember, your last number is your y-intercept, so going back up to equation 1, our y-intercept is 4, so we plot our point on the y-axis at 4. And our slope is 3 halves. Notice how it's positive, so our line will rise. Since if I go up 3, I'll be off my graph, I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3, and to the left 2, and plot my point. And down 3, left 2, plot my point. And I'll do one more. Down 3, left 2, plot my point. And then we connect our points. Hopefully you can do a better job than I can. Don't forget your arrows at the end. And we can move on to our second line. Y equals negative 1/2 x minus 4. Again, your y-intercept is negative 4, so we start our graph there. We have a negative slope, so we can go down 1 to the right 2, or up 1 to the left 2, up 1 to the left 2, and up 1 to the left 2. Now, notice how our points intersect at one point. That will be the solution of our system. So our solution is negative 4, negative 2. Again, write it as an ordered pair in parentheses, and we are done. We figure out the solution. To double check we got the correct solution, all you have to do is plug in negative 4 for x and negative 2 for y into both equations, and we should get 8 or negative 8 for both equations. Next, we can also solve systems of equation using a table. So again, if we click, we have the same equation, so we already know our answer. You pick random x values, so we'll start with -4 since we know that's our solution. -3, -2, etc., etc. Fill out the whole table. Okay, and again, just like I said before, all you gotta do is plug in our x into our y equation wherever we see x. So if we plug in -4 here, we get 12. Subtract that over, we get -4, and we divide by -2. And same thing over here, plug in -4, add it over, divide by 2, we still get -2. Now if this was not the solution, you'd have to keep going until you found your two values, or look at your x value where your y1 and your y2 values are both the same. So if -4 was not, -4, -2 is not our solution, we'd have to keep going to find a number that works. Alright, back to our lovely word problems. I know you guys love these. Okay, you ride an express bus from the center of town to your street. You have two payment options. Option A is to buy a monthly pass and pay $1 per ride. Option B is to pay $2.50 per ride. A monthly pass costs $30. After how many rides will the total cost of the two options be the same? Okay, so first off, we need to figure out our two equations. We have option A and we have option B. Option A, remember we buy a monthly pass and it's $1 per ride, so it'll be like 1x since we don't know how many rides we're taking yet, plus we have to pay that monthly fee. And then option B, all we have to do is pay $2.50 per ride. So 2.5x again, because we don't know how many rides we're going to be taking. And then we figure out after how many rides will the total cost of our options be the same. So all you have to do is set them equal to each other and solve it out for x. Once you do that, you should get x equals 20. So after 20 rides, the total cost of the two options will be the same cost. I'll let you guys do this one. Again, don't forget to solve both equations out for y and graph, and the point at which they intersect will be your solution. So go ahead and solve that out, and come back and I'll give you the answer. So when you solved out the first equation, you should have got y equals 4/5 x plus 2. So our y-intercept is 2, our slope is 4/5. In the second equation, you should have got y equals 2x minus 4. So our y-intercept is -4, and our slope is 2. And the solution of this system is 5, 6. And we have one more, figuring out the system here. So go ahead and solve them out for y, and then go ahead and graph them. For the first equation, you should get y equals -4x plus 8. In the second equation, you should get y equals 2/3 x minus 6. And when you graph those to find the solution, your solution is 3, -4. Come ready to work on this in class tomorrow.